Well, I am James, and today we are going to be solving for K. Now, this is a graded project I had to do for Mr. Simmons. So, while I teach my math teacher what he taught me, I will be adding variables and extra work to show how to solve for K. And I planned on doing it with Legos, but it takes up too much room, space, time, whatever. It takes up too much time, so I'm just gonna do it all on paper, and I have a few projects I'm gonna try with Legos. So, in the meantime, let's get started. So here we have 27k plus 2 squared equals negative 4k minus 200. And that's a negative outside the parentheses. That's also a squared. Anyways, we start with distributive property first. You don't have to start with distributive property, but it makes things a lot easier. So when you have this number on the outside, 2, and you're going to multiply it from what's on the inside, which is 7k and 2 squared. And then over here, you have a negative. What's behind that negative is a 1. And that negative 1, you're going to multiply by 4k and 200. Negative 200. So you're going to use distributive property as dp. TP. Which then, after you do distributive property, you're going to do 2 times 7, which is 14k. And then 2 times 2 squared, which is 4 squared. And then over on the other side, you're going to do negative 1 times 4k, which is negative 4k. And negative times a negative is a positive. And that is going to be positive 200. So you want to keep the higher variable, which is the one that is not negative or the one that is bigger than the number. So here 14k is bigger than negative 4k. Therefore, I'm going to get rid of the lower one and keep the higher one. I add 4 to both sides because what's the opposite of negative? Positive. So in order to get rid of negative 4, I'm going to add a positive 4. And over here, I do the exact same thing. Then, after you do this, you're going to get 18k plus 4 squared equals 200. Because once you do 4, add negative 4, it equals 0. So then you drop down 200. After that, you're going to drop down what's left, and you're going to add 14 to 4, which is then 18k. We're going to rewrite this problem and solve for the exponent. When you do 4 squared, you're going to do 4 times 4, which is 16. Then you rewrite your problem as 18k plus 16 equals 200. Then we're going to get rid of the 16. That's going to be minus 16. And we're going to do it to the 200 next. Now that we have 16 minus 16, that's going to turn into, you're going to cross that out and you're going to drop the 18k. And you're going to put the equal sign. 200 minus 16 is, and let's see, give me a second, 196. Sorry, I forgot answer. 196. And then after you get 196, we're going to divide by 18. So we want k alone. So when we divide by 18, we get k equals, and from 196 and 18, we get k equals 8.16 repeating. So we get 8.166666, so on. And then we want to round the last 6 up to a 7. So let's just say we round that 6 up to a 7. Then we would have k equals 8.17. Then you want to round that 1 up from 7, which would make it. When you get k equals 8.2, that's your answer. You can box that in. Even though it would make a fraction, I couldn't figure out the fraction exactly, so we just keep it k equals 8.2. Let's do another one. Well, now I have to take a shower, so, After I take the shower, I'll catch you in the next video with more. This video wasn't supposed to be over, but my dad is demanding shower time, so I must take a shower. And then after I take a shower, then I'll come back and finish this up. Until then, I will see you in the next video. I know my YouTube skills are bad, but you know, I'm doing everything from my phone. I have no tripod, I have nothing. What can I do? So, in the meantime, I do this because it's easy. I would just start with Legos, except for, you know, it takes too long. Anyways, I will see you in the next video. This one's not over. Bye bye.